the guys that give the best advice so that we know what to do and what we can't do.
Okay.
I've got a label called SKZ. It's Street Kings, and sorry, it just basically looks like this. It's this chain, and it will have the SK on it. What I want to do is, I'm trying to inquire because now we branched out into clothing and like tracksuits and all that type of stuff, right? So what we want to do is that we want to bring it into the country, but we want to know what's the do's and don'ts.
Okay, so it doesn't have anything except for that label that you are saying. So just
it's just our label. It's actually an American. The label comes from motorcycles.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, so what's happened there is that we branched out into clothing as well. So we're gonna like try a market here in South Africa.
Is first the branding or the label, is it not protected by the?
No, our branding, our SKZ is actually, as you can see on my chain as well. It's actually been patented in America by our mother chapter, which is Street Kings International or Street Kings Worldwide. Now we want to like start bringing it into South Africa, but we'll do the printing and the logos and all that in South Africa.
So meaning we'll be bringing in only the like t-shirts or?
It'll be t-shirts, it'll be caps, it'll be tracksuits as well. Okay, what I'm gonna need to know is like which brands am I allowed not to use, and yeah. Like what's the South African brands? I know like your Adidas and Nike, you're not allowed to use things like that and all that. Is there any others that are
That's the thing. That's what I'm asking, because you find that on others, we don't know. Like to say maybe they will say that they acting maybe on 10, the quantity, saying that if you brought in, maybe bringing in more than 10, they want a letter of authority and whatnot.
Okay.
But when the couple comes here, you find that they change that and saying that they acting, meaning they don't want the brand to be bringing to South Africa.
So even if it's unlabeled?
No, if it's unlabeled, it comes in. First, the questions I want to ask first, are you guys registered to import? Because that's the process where it has to start first.
Okay.
Because you need to be registered.
We've got a holding company called Street Kings Towing, and we've got Garada Holdings, but it's not for importing. We don't do importing. That's not our thing.
You sure they don't have an importer's code with Sars or something?
We've got a Sars, what you call a tax number.
The VAT one.
VAT number, yeah. Not the same thing.
Not the same.
Okay, so that's what I need first.
First and foremost is the importer's code.
Okay. Sorry to worry you, ma'am.
Don't be a piece of paper, ma'am. Let me throw 6. Because the reason I'm saying, if it's not registered, we're not registered as an importer's code.
So we need an importer's code. That's different from the VAT number.
Yes, it's different. It's registered at customs. This one you get it from customs at in Durban, Albany House. Thanks, Bob. So find out first, but if they know, then means you guys have to register. Because it's quite an issue if you're not registered and you want to bring in something. A couple can be delayed, they can penalize you and things like that. Importer's code, application is online. You can also go to Albany House. Do you know our customs offices there in Durban?
Albany House is off Smith Street.
No, call it on Albany Grove and something.
Albany Grove, yeah, it's off Smith Street.
Yes.
Online app. So we can do an online app, yeah?
No, I mean the form.
The form.
The form, yes, but it has to be done in customs. You have to go to customs there in Albany to register.
Customs. All right, I'll find that. Okay, and then this is even for unbranded things.
Yes, for unbranded, as long as you want to be an importer.
And how much does this cost?
It doesn't cost a lot. The last time I had, I don't think it's much. I think it's 100 and something though. Okay. It's not a lot of money. I'm not sure, but it's not. Yeah, for sure it's like, yeah, it's less. Because it's just a license. It's not even a license. It's like a.
What does this allow us to do?
To bring in, let's say now, I buy things from overseas, importing them to SA.
Yeah.
This importer's code, that's the code that I use to clear my stuff. Meaning, there's still a process. When you have registered for importer's code, you still need to get a clearing agent who's going to do the process for you. Let's say now you go to Durban, you register for importer's code. You have an importer's code now. You need a clearing agent. What the clearing agent does, you buy stuff, they clear it for you on your behalf using your importer's code.
Oh. Yes. So you got like the license, but they've got the right.
Because they have some sort of a software that they use to clear for the people here.
Okay.
So they are the middleman between you and customs. But you're required to have an importer's code so that it will be easy for you to import. Because if you don't have, you find that you're bringing in stuff, the clearing agent will clear it for you, and then customs will detain it, saying that you're not registered.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this goes in hand with that. Now tell me, with the clearing agents, do they still charge a fee?
Yes, they charge a fee.
Okay.
Because
what do they charge you, by the weight or by the amounts of items?
I don't know how, because it's a private thing, they never discuss it with us, but I think it depends on the weight, I would say.
Okay.
Not on the, maybe let's say not the weight as per se, maybe on the amount of cargo. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'll just put weight or amount
of cargo, yeah, because I don't know. They never tell us, because I think because we are customs. Okay, now you get a clearing agent.
Okay.
The reason I'm starting from the importer's code and the clearing agent, it will be easy. When you get a clearing agent that you can work with, then you will know that if I want to bring in 20 t-shirts, then they will calculate for you to say.
Are there specific clearing agents for specific things?
No, they all registered. Apparently they can do national now. It doesn't have the help.
Also, anybody can do it.
Yes,
I mean, you can choose anyone.
One from Durban, yes. You can choose anyone from Durban.
And where are they? Are they based at Albany Grove as well?
There's a building there as well. You can even go to Yellow Pages. We have quite a few. There's a lot of people.
Okay, so you just search for.
You search one and you speak to one, have maybe a meeting with them, discuss it with them, because they can count. Let's say t-shirts pay 45% duties to customs.
Yeah.
Then you will know that if I bring in 20 t-shirts times 45%, meaning I'll pay so much duties to customs and so much in VAT, and then their charges will be so much. So then you can work on something you know. So it's better if you have an agent now, don't appoint one now, but maybe shop around for an agent, look for an agent, and then discuss with them that I'm thinking of bringing in things like this. Because what they do, they will advise you on, okay, maybe for you, start maybe with 10 or start with 20.
Yeah, we must probably start between 20 to 50.
And they will say that, they will estimate for you to say that if you bring in 20 and they cost so much, customs charges will be this much, their agent fee will be this much, then you can say, no, I can work with them or I cannot work with them. So it starts.
Are there any advisable ones, specifics, good ones, bad ones?
No, that's the thing.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know, because you know when you talk something like this, it sounds like there's 1,000 people out there. I don't want to get caught with the wrong ones.
No, we have, even here we have across the road, we have other agents as well that are based here.
Okay.
So, yeah,
are there any groups or any big companies?
Yeah, they're big. That's why I'm saying that.
But like Pitfest is important.
They have one, there's one ROHLIG as well. What I advise the people, let's go to the big one, then a small one. Because the big one. Okay,
so it will be Pitfest as one, the big one.
Yes, it's here at the airport.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have ROHLIG. Here, the big ones. Here at the airport. It's HRI.
Oh, sorry. R-O.
H.
Yeah.
L.
Yeah.
I-G.
Oh, ROHLIG. ROHLIG. Sounds like a German.
Yeah. So they're the big
So
ones.
out of them now, okay. So, but do these do for small businesses like myself?
ROHLIG does. In Pitfest, I'm not sure, but ROHLIG, I know.
Okay, so
does.
this was questionable. ROHLIG does.
Yeah,
okay. Is there anybody else? Any other?
The others are small ones. It's one man, one small offices.
Oh,
These are companies. The reason.
But won't those be cheaper?
But you remember, you're not taking them at the moment. You just
No, I'm just saying, because we're gonna only bring in like 20 at a time.
They're okay. They also don't charge you to say because you bring in 1,000 or whatnot.
Also, it's still better to go with a big one. Like
the thing that I advise with the big one is that if you have a problem with a big company, they are national, meaning they have other offices.
Okay. So the smaller ones are?
You don't. It's a one-man person in which you cannot fight. You know, let's say you have a disagreement with him, you cannot go maybe to the seniors or whatnot, because that's the owner. This is it. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't want to get ripped off. That's all I'm worried about.
So that's why I say I prefer you can even look at the small ones. It's fine.